Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Greg. I'm going to go over Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency market. And but first, go over the TradFi markets here, guys. So here's the deal: the SP 500. This is the cash SP 500 index, not the ES. 4338, and the ES got the 4400. So one of the things that you can plainly notice is you see that yellow, blue, black. Yellow on top, blue in the middle, black on the bottom, and the red below, which is the 200. That's the 921 and the 40 and the 200, all in order. That means your asset on a weekly chart is probably rocking and rolling like it is right now. You know what I'm saying? That means it's time to be bullish. And sometimes it means it's time to be bullish for a long time. Here's the deal, guys. I'm looking at it closer, been going over this, and I think, of course, I said I was bullish on the TradFi markets, S&P 500. I was calling that this was going to go on back in September, October, and November of 2022, and they were going to be blasting up, and they did. Look at the NASDAQ, and I was saying, look, got to be careful. Don't know if it's a corrective bounce, and it's going to be bouncing, coming back down, okay? Like a multi-month bounce, not a like 2 or 3 month bounce, but it appears that that probably is so far transitioning. That's a bottom over here. This is it looks like this is a bottom, and that's a new bull. Okay, it's looking like that's going to happen. It's not going up to come back down. Corrections, of course. So the deal is, what does that mean for Bitcoin? Well, Bitcoin doesn't want to play ball, does it? So here's Bitcoin, and it finally decided to do that little baby bounce I was talking about. Probably not much of a bounce, man. If it gets up to 27, might be lucky. Like 27.2. Might be lucky on that one. So another 1,000 points up. But here's Bitcoin on a daily chart, and it's going down the parallel channel, guys. And I really do believe that this is going to be going on probably until July. Till July, guys. So get prepared for boring pain. You know what I'm saying? Because there's not much that you can do. You know, this is not the market to be in, to be trading. Okay. Bitcoin's too illiquid. Like if you want to go in there and like do snipes and stuff like that, you might as well go over to the ES. Go to a market that is liquid. This is like doesn't have as much, so you have more erratic moves, and you would have a lot less. It would be just better if you're going to do that. You want to go with the market that's very, very liquid. The two most liquid markets in the world are the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ. Okay, not this, not Bitcoin, guys. This is a small potato compared to them. This is very, very small, real small potato. Like they're up in the sky, big, gigantic potato. This guy right here is on the ground, man, like just like a little baby. So end of July, what is Bitcoin going to do over here? That's the question. What is Bitcoin going to do once it gets down there? Is it going to be a bounce or a swing back down? It could. It could. Nobody can predict that, guys. Nobody can predict that. Now, I know the new moon boys are thinking, oh, it's only gone far enough, and we're getting ready to do a moonshot out of there. Don't think so, guys. Think about this reasonably. Let's be a reasonable. Moon boys, you're just going to have to be patient. You got to put the moon boy hat away, and then maybe around July or August, you put your moon boy hat back on. I'll put it once it goes up again like this, I'll put my moon boy hat back on. That's for sure. So here, I'll show you something. If you just take this time, so there's a leg, it went up, right? 144 days, right? You're going to want to see something over here, you know, at least half that time, guys. At least half that time. I mean, go look at the altcoins too, guys. Like you have AVAX that went up in a wave. It took it like 60 days and it's been in a correction for 160 days. So can it extend in a correction? It very well could, guys. It very well could. And Bitcoin's going more with gold too. It's going with gold and the commodity index, more or less, guys. So somebody was asking me like, hey, man, I'm going to short tech and I'm going to long crypto. I don't think I would be doing that right now unless you got some sort of long-term plan to build your bags up and then maybe ride a wave up this way. That's a strategy. And then tech, you have to build. I wouldn't be short tech, guys. It's too much. It's too much. It's like that. You don't even want to, like, if you're in it, you don't even want to leave yet. Okay. So I wouldn't do that. I'd be shorting crypto and longing tech. That's just my take on it, at least here in the medium term time frame, probably. So that's the deal with Bitcoin. I wanted to go over show you guys something here. I got this state of crypto thing, right? I don't know if you guys seen this. This is Web 1, Web 2, Web 3. So you have Web 2. I want to point out some key areas for you. Web 2 right here. It's centralized services, right? Value accrues to big tech companies. You see that? Boom. Okay, here's Web 3, decentralized blockchain. This one, centralized, decentralized. And where's the value accrues to the network participants? That means you and me. So there is a really good shot, guys, in the future. So right now I'm talking to you on a medium called YouTube, right? YouTube, which is owned by Google. Got to follow the rules because they're involved in corporate fascism, because that's what it is, right? Trying to make you conform to their ways, what we want you to do, which is okay to a point. Okay? Okay to a point where you stop limits. So anyhow, not want to get political or anything like that. So value accrues to the network. So here's the deal with the United States. The United States, unfortunately, the land of free, the land of the free. Remember, it says it somewhere. We got that somewhere written somewhere, don't we? Value accrues to network participants. Freedom, right? Decentralized blockchain, freedom. And here's the United States. We don't like that. Okay. You see what kind of facade the United States lives in? So here's the United States right here. Like, look at this. The U.S. is losing its lead in Web3. They went through here. I read this. A set of emerging technologies like that. Web3, AI. That's the future, guys. Web3, AI, cryptocurrency, blockchain. What Tesla's doing. The green. I've come to a conclusion. The green thing is here to stay. They're brainwashing all the kids and everybody that's going to school right now. They're all going to want windmills in the front yard. They're going to be driving these electric cars. It is done. It's over with. They've accomplished their thing, and they're going to try to do that. But so that's going to be the future too. Green technology, you know, like electric cars, windmills, solar, whatever else is all involved in that. So that's the future. AI, crypto, blockchain, that stuff. Future. And the United States is going to take this portion of it. It looks like they want to throw it out. They want to throw it out. So there's been much debate, but little regulatory clarity, which has hindered Web3's growth. As a result, America's edge may be slipping. Between 2018 and 2022, the proportion of crypto developers based in the U.S. versus the rest of the world fell 26%. I don't blame them. I don't blame them. Why open up a company only for them to come around and say, hey, man, your security, man. You know, the gorilla, 800-pound gorilla comes around, you know, SEC. Oh, yeah, you got a problem. You know, build up this business, could be worth $2, $3, $4, $5 million, and they come in, bam, you know, boom. You know, it's like going to a boxing match. You think you got one opponent and 10 show up, right? All at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like completely retarded. Okay. Like I said, man, here it is over here. Let me go over here. I'll show you something right here. Decentralized blockchain networks, Bitcoin and Ethereum. Value accrues to network participants, right? It's the land of the free. It's where I'm supposed to be living in. Interesting about that. So I want to put that together. I'll show you. Look, here's some other things too. On the Web 2 is post-publishing, right? So you had a Web 2. So I post it like on YouTube and I publish it. But who owns it? Google. Technically, whatever I post on YouTube, Google owns it completely. They can shut it down anytime they want. Now you have Web 3, token, crypto, and ownership. You own it. You see that? Interesting, isn't it? United States doesn't like that. They don't want you to have ownership. You should look at some of the nefarious stuff the United States has in its history, guys. We have a really good practice in the United States of covering up a lot of things very, very well. So you got to dig deep for that stuff. I wanted to show you some other things over here too, guys. So hold on for a second. Where am I going here? 22. Okay, NFT creators have earned more than 1.9 billion in royalty revenues. NFTs, can mention that. Pay attention to NFTs. Don't think that these are like just baseball cards, right? They're not. They're more than baseball cards. That's what I thought too. NFTs, these are baseball cards. What do I want anything to do with these things? You know, some picture that's worth like $2 million. Give me a break, right? I'm not an art type person anyhow. Even though art's a good investment, by the way, you know, if you do get art's a pretty good investment. But the deal is with this is that this will apply to musicians, basketball, baseball, volleyball, whatever sport, whoever has any, even people on YouTube, they can give out you NFTs, and then, you know, they get royalties through them, and then people that own them, like Rihanna did. I think it was Rihanna. Don't hold me to it. Rihanna had these NFTs. If you were one of these NFTs, you had to buy the expensive one or something like that. And then you got a portion of her royalties. Okay. So she cut out everybody was her deal. And the music industry isn't going to like that. So here, Starbucks has one. These are all NFTs. Tiffany, Budweiser, DraftKings, Reddit, Nike, Nickelodeon. Get the children too, right? That's good. Get them brainwashing NFTs. Time, Magazine, Adidas, Porsche, Gucci, and Louis Vuitton. So let's see what else was there. So here's the gaming too. I want to show you guys the games too. So I've been playing with Nakamoto Games a little bit, and they do need some help start working on their games. But the future is going to be in this games because gaming is not going to go away. A lot of people love to sit around, make YouTube videos, and they love to play games. They like to get on Twitch, man, play games. You know, we know what the girls like to do, right? Dress provocatively and play their games, right? Okay, we know what's going on there, don't we? So Web3 games are a huge opportunity to welcome new users to crypto. You see that? So that's what's going to happen there. So the gaming, that's another future technology that I wanted to go over. So at the end of the day, crypto is not going anywhere. Whether the United States wants to partake in the new technologies and the emergency technologies like blockchain, AI, and other things like that going on with cryptocurrency, hey, it's going to go. It's almost guaranteed. Yeah, I'll say that is guaranteed. So crypto is actually going into, it seems like a new phase. It's actually it's the technology phase that could be going up with these assets right here. So I think this is what could be driving some of these, like the NASDAQ, the S&P 500, because there's going to be in companies, and this is going to go up, up, up. So I'm thinking, let's see here. Let me go to a 12-month chart, not 6-month chart on the S&P 500. So here's the S&P 500. This is a whole chart, guys. And I was telling you, right? The deal is with the S&P 500, okay? I'll do this with the NASDAQ too. So here's the S&P 500, and let me put it on. That's logarithmic. Look at that chart. That's a beautiful looking chart, isn't it? All the way from 1872. So here's the deal. I was telling you that this ain't done yet. This ain't done yet. Some people are like, oh, it's the end of the grand super cycle, man. Don't you know, dude? It's got to, we're going like this now. Boop. The S&P 500 is supposed to do. There's literally people that were saying it was supposed to do that. Like, they were just saying it to scare people. And the bears, man, they get so like, oh, man, I can't wait for this like super crash. I'm going to get so rich. They get so focused on that, like this is going to happen. And they want this 1929 style crash to happen all over again. I'm like, guys, look, it's probably not going to happen, And if you're planning for some super crash like that, the end of the world type stuff, I've been around since the 1980s. Before that, actually, I was born before that. And this super crash stuff and the end of the world thing has been going on since then. These guys got out, they were going in the woods, and they had in the magazines and like, get ready for the end of the world. And then other stuff came up, 1992, end of the world, year 2002, end of the world, Y2K. Remember that? I mean, dude, it's always the end of the world, man. 2012 was the end of the world. We got 2032 to worry about too, guys. Hey, I'm gonna make a prediction. I'm going to make a prediction for y'all. 2032 is going to come around, and guess what? Business as usual. So here's the deal with it on S&P 500. So I was saying that this is going to be going on. And remember the video that I made, guys? And then somewhere along the lines, you're going to see boop, probably at the end. I think that's what's going to be going on in this section. So, and I think the technology advancements are going to be going so fast with the AI and everything's going on that it's going to just make it, especially on the NASDAQ, guys. You go to the NASDAQ, I mean, the NASDAQ is set up for a smoke show. I mean, that chart right there, guys, that's a 1, 2, 1, 2. And it's going to be going into the smoke show. Okay. It's going to, it's not going to be like super smoke show like what you see with cryptos. It's just going to be going like, just like that, guys. Where that's going to end, who knows? There'll probably be a leg about this long. I mean, that was a smoke show right there, guys. This is a 1-year chart. Look at this chart. Boom, 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 boom. And then it had a long correction. Now it's here, has this correction, and it's probably ready to go out there for a long while, guys. So no end of the world coming anytime soon. No end of the world. So it's the people that are going to embrace this new technologies, this disruptive technologies that are going to move forward. People that are going to say, oh, it's just a fad. It's just a fad, man. Nobody knows. Bull crap. Bull crap. Those people are going to be left behind. So now I go to Bitcoin and crypto. Sorry, I went off on that tangent, guys. I just want to let you know about that. So here's the deal, too. I want to show you guys something, right? Okay. So about buying cryptos, here's Phantom chart. All right. Here's the Phantom chart. I want to show you guys something, right? Okay. So you want to be careful which cryptos that you get into, obviously. Okay. So at the end of the day, Bitcoin's dominance is increasing, and some of these cryptos are going to be smoked down hard. So they're just going to disappear. Like, I don't want to say disappear, but they're going to go to the bottom of the barrel, if you know what I mean. Kind of like that EOS coin. Some people are still in the EOS coin. I tell you what, man, you guys are involved in that EOS coin, you need to drop that thing, man. You get rid of it. That thing's old school. And, I have a theory that these coins that are not going to keep up with the technologies, crypto is moving so fast. The ones that are not going to keep up with these technologies and advance along with crypto, they're going to just fall off the wayside, guys. That is just going to be the way. Like, open up this coin and we're supposed to be some sort of great blockchain from 2016. You know how much things have changed from 2016 until now, guys? And they're thinking, oh, yeah, it's just good deal right over here. You got to look at it like that, too. Advancement. And those that are not going to advance are going to be smoked. Phantom could be one, too, guys. I don't know. They need to advance, too, on their chain. So there will be like, you have Bitcoin. Okay, you have Bitcoin because Bitcoin will be like the gold. It'll be a commodity, gold. And the reason investors like Saylor and other guys like that are getting into it is because they see what could happen. What's not guaranteed, what could happen. The limited supply, and this thing does the super moonshot of all moonshots. That's the theory, right? That's why pretty much we're all here thinking that could happen. There's some people if you think about it, there's some people that say Bitcoin's going to go to 250,000 and it's going to turn into a stable coin. How they come up with that is just going to go up there and it's going to go sideways for like 50 years. Who knows? Maybe that'll happen. But either way, from now up to 250K, that's still some serious gains. And if it turns into a stable coin, personally, might not be a bad idea. I'd rather hold Bitcoin than freaking the US dollar, right? I mean, yeah, at least, that'd be pretty nice there. So anyhow, here's Phantom, and I wanted to go over some things, okay? So you can have some coins, like really have when Bitcoin's dominance goes up, okay? And, some people some are going to say that like from now until, let's say, the beginning of 2024 or whatever, the halving event as an example with Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is going to go up and you need to have most of your stuff in Bitcoin. And you should, okay? These other coins I talk about, I need to reiterate this. You need to mostly be in Bitcoin right now, okay? However, there are some coins that, that are going to put a smoke show over Bitcoin. It's just going to take them a little second to go off. So we have coins that did do a rip, like Bitcoin, Nakamoto Games. Let me see. Those are two that off the top of my head. Even Gala did pretty good. But here's Phantom. If you would have gone with that theory, okay, let's say like Bitcoin went up, right? So Bitcoin went up in 2020 into 2021, and you got your massive gains on Bitcoin, right? So like, let me go over here to Bitcoin. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. What I'm trying to explain here, where you can possibly miss out on massive gains if you're not careful, potentially, okay? It's all kind of like a risk to reward thing. Let me take the fair value gaps off. So in this section, and you write it up, and then you have the euphoria of the cryptocurrency market, which started like in this area. Ethereum kept going. It was all through this area, okay? That's all of crypto. When that whole euphoria begins, that's when you can go to any freaking cryptocurrency basically, and you could throw money in and it goes up. Okay. Now down here in this area, so you see this May of 2020, there were cryptos are ready to go, like Phantom right here. You see that March of 20. It came over here and it's March of 20. So if you went with that theory on Phantom and you bought it in there, and then you just went there, you got 23x. So that's a massive gain right there. Let's say you just went from there to there. So you got basically, say a 15x. Be realistic. 15x, that's really, really good. However, if you bought it down here at 0.004 and you wrote it all through that, you're looking at like serious moves there, guys. So what I'm saying is there's some coins that are doing pretty good. like Viacoin, which, by the way, we're protected. Maybe we're protected with Viacoin because you know what, guys? This is a registered security in Europe. I don't know if you guys know that. This is a registered security in Europe. And this right here, I'm really bullish on this coin, guys. Okay. Now, if this thing comes back around, Bitcoin comes down, this thing comes back around to that 5 cents or 4 cents or something like that. I already done a 2x. This thing's already done a 2x for me. You know, I took some profits. Okay. Here's the deal. This thing gets around back down to 5 cents or 4 cents or wherever, maybe it comes down to 3 cents. I am loading up in this coin. This coin is going to do a smoke show. It's in the AI space. This AI thing right now, this whole AI deal, it's not over yet with this AI, guys. I'm telling you, it is not over. It is just getting started. There might be some retarded stuff out there like, hey, AI bots sending out phone calls and stuff like that. And that could be going on. But this is going to be the narrative for probably not the next 6 months. This is going to go on for 3 years, maybe even 5 years, guys, in my opinion. So it'll be taken over. Of course, you'll have some ragtag coins and ragtag companies that will come out to try to ride that train. But you are super in this AI deal. You're super, super early into this. You're early in the crypto and you're early in AI. 2 massive disruptive technologies, and you're early into Web3 gaming. 2, Web3 gaming. Okay. So that's how I see it. Just gonna have to be a little bit more time for Bitcoin to finish up its correction. Okay, guys, finish up its correction over here. And like I said, guys, it's probably gonna pretty much be July and more, in my opinion. And there might be an uptrend for a period of time on Bitcoin up into the middle of June is the time that I'm looking at. And so yeah, like maybe sometime, 17th, 18th of June, and then it might start making another trek back down this way. Okay. So what I did with Bitcoin, okay, here's the deal. I decided to make moves. I went to 23,400. I have a position to load up, okay, on Bitcoin, and then I'll reevaluate. And then is it going to be another one down here? So I'll load up. I removed my 24,000s because I think Bitcoin's going to go through it. I was like, yeah, I'm really confident it's going to hit that. Why buy it up there when I can buy it over here, right? So I could be wrong. And if you think it's going to come right here and rip out of there, hey, man, I just have a strategy for that. I could be wrong too, like, like some people bought here, and if it went up, they'd be like, okay, cool. But if it came back down, they bought here again, right? So it's the same thing. But if you buy here, like I already bought here and here. If you buy here and it rips out of there, at least you have a position is the deal. That's what you want to do, okay? If you're trying to do this like with one shot, okay, in crypto, like you're trying to say, this is where it is. I am loading up right there with one shot. That usually doesn't end very well, guys. Not in cryptocurrency. So just to let you know, that's not how I do it. Unless some weird thing comes along and boom, I see it. I might do that, but usually it's just much more less stressful, if you will, if you just have a plan with loading up. Whether you're doing it in the shorts up top, like you load up going up top, and you load up going down. Okay, that's just the reality of it. I think a lot of people get caught up and they think that this is going to actually do what I say it's going to do, maybe, or I don't know. They think it's going to rip from here, and they go ahead and load up, and this thing turns around, and they're underwater on a big bag. Okay, just if you want to do that, just realize the what could happen, and you're like, okay, I got to ride it for a little while for down 10 or 20% as an example. Anyhow, I went off on a tangent. Looks like Phantom is going to recover a little bit up there to 26. So yeah, it looks like with the cryptos, it's going to be going an uptrend. It's going to come back around, I think, a little bit. Hex coin, people have been asking about that. Stay away from Hex coin. You got to wait for it to bottom, get all the selling done, and then you want to see a reaction off that bottom. Otherwise, until then, do not touch. That's just my suggestion, not financial advice. It's my suggestion on that, okay? Let me see. What's some other coins? Go over some other coins real quick. Oh, I wanted to do this too. Okay. Let me do this too. What was I going to say? Okay. So here's some older coins, guys. Like some of these older coins have fallen off by the wayside. Like this EOS coin. Okay. So if Bitcoin dumps and Ethereum dumps, this is going to dump real bad too, just like it did, right? EOS coin. And this coin's been in a correction for a long time, guys. I mean, let's get down to reality here. I mean, like, they're just my guess is that they're not keeping up with the technology. Let me put it on CoinTrader Pro because you get the whole chart with EOS. I'll put it on a weekly chart so you can see the whole thing. Is that over here in EOS back in September 17 to 18 is that boom, 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 and now it's over here. And then I looked into it, and it seems like developers are not really jumping into this chain or whatever's going on, and they're not really doing anything with it. And the chart kind of says that, guys. Like I mean, if this was me and this was something that I was running, and I saw this chart, my first instinct would be like, there's something wrong. Like something wrong. Like going through a multi-year correction like this, it's just not a good signal, guys. It's just not a good signal. I mean, can it do a pump over there? Can you get a pump when Bitcoin and Ethereum, the crypto market does a bull run, man, and you're in this and this thing pumps up? I would get the hell out. Not financial advice. Go find something that's new. Okay, just go find something that's new. It's fresh and it's keeping up with the technology. And don't put your hopium in that coin right there. Okay, sorry about GEOS, guys, man. Just gonna tell you that, but that's the reality of it. You'll get something over here. Maybe I could be wrong, but it's not looking good for the coin, guys. It's old coin. Old coins are going to go by the wayside in crypto. They're going to go down. It's a lot of them, what do they do? What do a lot of these cryptos do, especially from pre-2020? What are they doing? They're going like this. Boom, 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 right off the rip. And then they come back down like this. A lot of the coins are going like that. And what do? Dun, 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 hanging out in here for a little while. And they come back down, like that. Maybe they go back up over here, right? Blah, 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 over here. And the main hype phase is over with. And it could be bullish, but it's bullish 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And it takes it years to get out of there, guys. That's how I see it, like Litecoin. Like Litecoin, guys. Both of these coins are going to pull a Litecoin. Take a look at LTC here. I'll show you guys. Check this out. Like Litecoin, coin market cap. There we go. Litecoins. Check this out. Okay. You see that? Hype phase. Here's Litecoin and the hype phase. Boom, 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 boom. Right? And it came back down and went up with Bitcoin and went back down. It went up again with Bitcoin, corrected with Bitcoin. Now it's deviating a little bit because the halving's coming up. And that's probably going to do another one of those like that, guys. Okay. I have targets on Litecoin of $280 to $300. I know people talk about $1,000. You're not doing that, guys. It's not doing that. I don't believe that crap. It's not doing that. So it's going to be like this over here. Okay. With Litecoin is my guess. It might hit the trend, guys. You might have a blast to the trend. Okay. With Litecoin. Okay, that's what I think it's going to do. This over here, you don't count. Here's the main wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's like this. This is what Litecoin, in my opinion, more likely is going to be doing. Here's your main wave 1. That's how they do it. They come up into these things like this. Boom, hit its head, and it come back down. This will be, 1, 2, 3, back down, and like that. And that's what a lot of coins are going to do. And who the hell wants to be in something like this? This is not a long-term investment. $70, and you're over here. $100 5 years later. Give me a break, man. We're in cryptocurrency, man. We're not in stable coins. If you made it all the way to the end, do me a huge favor. Drop a like. Hit the subscribe button. Peace.